Traders, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's Marvin from Trailblazers Trading View. And in this video, we'll be discussing our weekly forecast across the major pairs that I personally look at, ranging from USD JPY to USD CAD and to Euro USD. So now let's try to understand what price is actually doing. And if you're new to the channel, ensure to hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications for more content. Alright, so let's get straight into it. So now, understanding market structure presently on the weekly time frame, market structure is very bullish because price has been making series of lower highs and lower lows until recently. Price made all this move and took out this high from this area here. So we are bullish on the weekly time frame, extremely bullish. Now in hindsight, what should we be expecting? A retracement, right? We should be expecting a retracement. But this retracement will only come from a valid supply zone on the weekly time frame that has been unmitigated. So let's try to understand where price is reacting from right now. So on the weekly time frame, what can we actually see? I can see this supply zone that price is reacting from. Now, if you watch the last video, I gave you the criteria that we here at Trailblazers, the criteria for validating supply zones. I gave you guys the criteria. Make sure you watch the last video to understand it. So here, there is this unmitigated supply zone. Even price came very close to it from here, but it didn't tap into it, leaving this area here as an inducement type of thing. So if we stretch this one right across, we say that okay, price, that's where price is reacting from. Can you see that? So we have market structure to be what very bullish, and price is reacting from the supply zone. So we should be expecting sales on USD JPY for the most part of this week. Now price does not have to actually follow through from here. Price can just maybe react there for a while, then invalidate this, but we don't predict, but we rather react to what price is actually doing, right? So let's continue. Going to the daily time frame. The daily time frame too is very bullish. So what should we look for here on the time frame? We pick unmitigated demand zones. From here, price is making series of lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows. So we had a change from here, and just this push up like that. So what makes sense to look for here on the daily time frame is look for demand zones that price can possibly come back to. So what are the valid demand zones that we can pick from here? There is this demand zone from here. This valid demand zone that I can see here on the daily time frame. Why is it a valid demand zone? It has an imbalance just right above it. Then it broke structure. If you guys didn't watch the last video, make sure to watch it because I explained criteria for validating supply or demand zones. Now let's go straight to the 4-hour time frame and see what price is actually doing there. Now what is price doing on the 4-hour time frame? Now the 4-hour time frame too is very bullish. So we can pick unmitigated demand zones from here. Still series of higher lows and higher highs forming. We've got series of higher lows and higher highs forming. All we need to do is find our unmitigated zones that price can possibly retrace back into, right? So now let's look for our unmitigated demand zones. Now there is this zone here from the 4-hour time frame. There is this one. Unmitigated zone. Why is the valid demand zone? As imbalanced, broke structure. Now all these zones, price is not like supposed to respect all the zones. Price can just come down um and just invalidate the zone. It's just like an area for us to watch for when price comes into it to see how price reacts. Then how price reacts from the zone determines if it's a valid zone to take a trade off of. So yeah, on this zone, so what is the valid zone to pick? This one obviously, because the rest has been pretty mitigated. This is the only unmitigated zone that has imbalance right above it and broke structure. Is there any unmitigated zone again? Lower high, lower low, higher low. This low, this low made this high that tapped into the weekly time frame. But is there a valid demand zone here on the 4-hour to see? Let's try to understand that. The only valid zone that I can see is this one here. But it looks like price just wicked through it, right? So the 4-hour time frame um is still bullish in that sense. Let's go straight to the 1-hour time frame and see what price is actually doing. Now on the 1-hour time frame, I can see this zone here. Remember this is a weekly zone that price tapped into. When price tapped into it on the 1-hour time frame, this is what price did. This is how price is forming. Taking our structural point, then this zone, then this zone, then this, then this, then this, then this, then this. So what can I see? Price is making series of price is breaking structure here on the 1-hour time frame. So I'll look for demand zones that price can possibly come into. So there is this zone here, and there is also this one from here. That price was reacting to just before the market closed on Friday. Now these are valid supply zones because they broke structure. Now price can either react from here, then maybe come down to some demand zones around here, or price can instead violate the zone from here and maybe come down here, then drop down. So that's what I'm seeing on USD JPY for now. And when price drops down, maybe price can tap some zones on the 4-hour time frame, some zones on the 4-hour time frame, then give this kind of like maybe pullback and just continue in that manner. That's what I'm seeing. But I don't try to predict, but rather react to whatever price is showing me. So let's go to USD card. USD card, USD card, USD card, USD card. USD card market structure is bullish. Should I say bullish? What I can say is that price is reacting to a demand zone from here. Why is it a demand zone? Add imbalance, took out structural points, then did all those complex pullback and all and everything that it did. Then it came down here to this zone. So going to the 4 hour time frame now. I already have stocks mapped out here on USD card because I trade this pair more often than USD JPY. On the 4 hour time frame here on USD card is obviously bearish, so you should be picking supply zones that price can possibly retrace back to. Supply zone, broke structure, efficient price action. Coming into the 1 hour time frame, let's see what price is doing. Now on the 1 hour time frame, this zone here I was actually watching the zone on, was it on Wednesday? Okay, last week Monday. Yeah, price tap into the zone. I didn't get any entry there. I would have held the trade till like it got to this low here. But price did what it wants to do. Then yeah, what can we see on this 1 hour time frame is that there is still this supply zone that price can come into. Why is it a valid supply zone? It broke structural points. And on the 30 minutes, what can we see? What can we see? What can we see? On the 30-minute time frame, we can actually see that okay, there is this unmitigated demand zone from here. And price did its thing, reacted to this demand zone instead. So basically on this time frame, what we should be saying is like a push a push to the upside and maybe to the downside. That's what I'm saying on USD card. A push to the upside and maybe and downward reaction thereafter. But we can actually predict. We rather react, and I'll watch on this pair and I'll send the like information to the premium members of Trailblazers. US Euro USD. Euro USD, Euro USD. Price has been very bearish for a minute and is reacting to the supply zone that both broke structure and imbalance just right above it. So price is playing in the demand zone here on the weekly time frame. But structure is very bearish. It is very bearish as you can see. Now to the 4 hour time frame. What can we actually see on Euro USD here? Lower highs and lower lows. Then this lower high got broken from this area here. After it made all this complex pullback and all, got broken from here. Then price is probably pulling back to some demand zone here on the 4 hour. You can see maybe a continuation to the upside to tap into the zone and then drop. Then all these supply zones that I highlighted are from the 15-minute time frame, unmitigated 15 minutes supply zones. So yeah, that is just basically what I'm seeing here on Euro USD at the moment. Maybe a pullback to some zones here, then reaction upwards, then it drop. So let's just see how price plays out this week. And if I get any trade during the week, I'll make a breakdown and send to the channel, to the and upload to the YouTube channel. So you guys should like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.